Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone who's non-binary and everyone else in between. This is episode, I think, 6 of this Skyrim Special Edition playthrough with me, Gitbag the Great. Last time was a pretty lengthy, pretty talky episode, so I'm sorry about that. This one might have a bit of talky, yacky in it, but hopefully it'll have a bit of action as well. It's a bit annoying, really, because as interesting as the main questline is in Skyrim, it does have a lot of talky bits in it, so that's going to be hard to, make it presentable in an entertaining way. But I'll try my best, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Last episode, we came here to Kynsegrove on the command of the Greybeards to collect the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, an ancient artifact that, is just really important, basically. It seems someone has stolen it, and they've asked us to meet them in Riverwood, so we can have a little chin wag with them. Riverwood. God, such a peaceful town. Yeah, by the way, if you ever attack this chicken, the almighty chicken of Riverwood, the entire town attacks you, and I think you get like a 100 or 1,000 gold bounty. Look at this chicken. This chicken might as well be the king.
There. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
The Greybeards seem to think so.
Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Oh, I forgot about these guys. Oh, Christ. Bit stupid of them to attack me in the middle of a packed town with heavily armed lunatics like this. God, this guy takes a beating. I forgot about that. Jesus Christ, they took one hell of a hammering. Hey, Alvor.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying at this point, really, doesn't it? Cultists' orders. Board the vessel, Northern Maiden, docked at Raven Rock. Take it to Windtown, then begin your search. Kill the false Dragonborn, known as Captain Butt, before she reaches Scytheim. Return with word of your success, and Lord Mirak will be most pleased. So yeah, there's a storyline from one of the expansion packs of this game where basically you have to challenge the rule and word of a false Dragonborn, or at least a Dragonborn who's turned evil. So whenever we complete the Dragonborn storyline, we will go on to that storyline afterwards. Or, I don't know. I mean, what I'm probably going to do this main storyline first. Then I'm going to go for the Civil War storyline, maybe the Dark Brotherhood, and then maybe the False Dragonborn storyline, and then maybe the Vampire one after that. I don't know, I might mix it up, I might change it at some point in the future, but I think that's going to be the general plan anyway.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Okay, so the letter that was left for us in Kynsegrove said to rent the attic room.
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know why the letter said to rent the attic room, considering there quite clearly isn't an attic here anyway. It's nowhere near tall enough by the standards of medieval Nordic architecture. I mean, Nordic grand houses were ginormous, so...
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
I mean, just leave the door wide open while you're having a secretive conversation with me, why don't you? Well, unlike Delphine, we'll actually respect a bit of privacy and close the bloody door. Go on then. Right, explain yourself then, lassie.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
You're the one who took the dragon horn?
Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act.
Not really. You do look quite stern and tough, actually, the way you're staring at me right now. What's with all the cloak and dagger?
You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere.
Yeah, they were mentioned at the beginning when we came to Helgen by the Stormcloaks we were captured with. What do you want with me?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Okay, go on, I'm listening.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
How do I know I can trust you? Because to be fair, as much as she has explained her cloak and dagger with good reason, it still doesn't really explain her whole shindig.
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
So why did you take your horn from Mustingraf?
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant.
You said the Thalmor were after you?
Yes. We're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
Why are you looking for a Dragonborn?
We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
Well, I absorb some kind of power from dragons, that's all I can say. That's none of your business. Well, that's quite rude. And yes, that's how I first learned I was Dragonborn. I think the first and second answers are kind of about as realistic as each other, so I'll just go for the second.
This is no time to play the reluctant hero. You either are or aren't Dragonborn. But I'll see for myself soon enough.
So what's the part you're not telling me?
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
What makes you think the dragons are coming back to life?
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Well, I mean, she's pretty blunt and direct, and she's pretty secretive at the same time, so I guess going along with her and trusting her for the most part is really the only option we've got at the moment. So, where are we headed?
Kynsegrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there.
Oh, they actually animated her
If
pointing
we
at the
can
map.
get
That's
there
cool.
before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Right, let's go kill the dragon.
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
By which you mean you walk up to a trunk and your gear will magically appear on your body. From a chest that was empty.
Let's get on the road
What?
to Kynsegrove.
That chest was empty. How did you get your gear? That chest was empty. Lydia, tell me I'm not going crazy. I'm going to take this blade sword because once you sort of refine it, it is really powerful.
Kynsegrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
It's on nights like this that I like taking romantic walks out in the evening through the groves and fields of Skyrim with my slightly doofy looking companion with me. Also, my mate Flash Suppressor mentioned in the comment section of, I think it was the last episode, that he's pretty sure a good vast majority of the deaths in this game are from people just falling off of cliffs because of the slightly outdated physics, even, somewhat for the time when this game came out. And I can't say he's entirely wrong. Granted, I don't necessarily think it's like the vast majority of the deaths in this game, but I definitely think that it's a good margin higher than in previous Elder Scrolls titles. Alright, so this is Kynsegrove. It's pretty meagre. Oh, there's Delphine. Oh wow, there's a noise of a dragon.
Something's wrong.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
Wow, that voice acting was special. Where's this dragon?
It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Come on, hurry. We might be too late.
I like how when people run away, they keep their arms crossed and then just turn around like weird robots and then just bolt it into the distance. Like I said, there's some ways in which this game really shows its age.
Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, that's Alduin, isn't it? Yeah, definitely looks big and spiky enough.
Salokunir, Zil Grotova Ursa.
Steady. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Just ran it.
Alduin Thuri. Oantid Vokri has Lixenjur Kuzig. Ger Salokunir, Kalimir. Fornusai King.
Oh, we've been noticed.
Korav need no dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance to dare take for yourself the name of Dova. Salukanir, Krida, Jur.
I kind of know what he means there. He's probably saying to Salokunir that we need to be made into dragon food. Ow! Oh god, he's a frost dragon. God damn. Yeah, that's the first time we faced one of those in this playthrough.
I am Saloknir. Hear my voice and despair.
Well, you've got a professional dragon hunter, a dragonborn, and a housecarl coming up against you, so you're going to have to bring it on a bit, big guy. Hey, I love it when boss fights just run away from you and fly miles into the distance. And then run away after like just one solid hit. God damn it. What? Like, why is he just run all the way over there? That... Oh my god. Like, what is this? Why is he just run miles and miles away? And like, the one time I play through this game and he has to do it while I'm recording. Oh my god, is he fighting a mammoth? Oh, and a dragon! Jesus Christ!
That was well done. Come on. I've been wanting a closer look at one of these buggers.
Maybe if that giant would go away.
Happening. God's above. So you really are...
Well, thanks to the giant, he was more of a dragonborn in this situation than I was, because he did more of the damage to the dragon. What do you know about the dragons coming back?
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
I don't like the way she said black. That seemed a bit suspect. I've seen that dragon before, the one that got away. You mean Alduin the World Eater?
Really? Where?
It's the one that escaped Helgen when Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Clearly it's that giant, you know, as you said, big black dragon.
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
So it's been 200 years then, I'm guessing by that line, since the events of Oblivion. The Blade. Oh, well, no. Okay, so what's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
Why are the Thalmor after you?
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
What makes you think the Thalmor are bringing dragons back?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
I don't know, because they couldn't really formulate an alliance with the Stormcloaks if the Stormcloaks win the Civil War, because, as we'll find out later on, the Stormcloaks don't really like anyone who isn't either a Nord, Breton, or... Well, that's about it, actually. I mean, they don't like the Argonians, they hate elves, so why would the Thalmor want to gain an alliance with them when they probably wouldn't want to negotiate with the Thalmor in the first place? Alright, so we need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Any ideas?
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
I mean, literally every line of your dialogue so far has been just pure paranoia, so yeah, I understand.
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Before we do that, we're just going to quickly go back to High Hrothgar and return the Horn of Jorgen Windcaller, which is what we originally came out to do. We just got promoted. We're not delusional saying that we'll get promoted to the Premier League every single season, like you guys have been saying since 2014. Back at High Hrothgar to see our grey old teachers.
You've retrieved the Horn of Jorgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Why? I've already proved I can return the Horn of Jorgen Windcaller. I've killed multiple dragons so far. I don't understand why you guys have to go with all this pomp and... Well, it's not really pomp, is it? But all this ceremony and formality. It's so boring. Oh boy.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da.
Okay. Force,
all
balance,
three words
push.
together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely.
I'll try my best.
Master Wulfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da.
Yeah, thanks. It's just going through me and into Master Arungir. Alright, time to receive a greeting. Even though I've spoken to these guys a couple of times already.
We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards. But you are ready.
Indra, Rosis, Saran, Strundur, Hoth, Ni, Alan, Klov, Ran, Now.
Meiznu, Ismir, Dovazebrom, Davan, Da, Rock. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Oh! I think that's probably a good place to end it. This has already been a pretty long and talky episode, and I'm going to have to go through a lot of editing to make this tolerable, I guess. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any future suggestions for this series, as well as any of the gaming videos you'd like to see, leave your comments in the comment section below and I'll see what I can do about that. And if you want to see anything else I'm doing, I'll leave the links to my social medias and other YouTube channels in the video description below as well. So, until next time, have fun, stay safe with what you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do. I've been Gitbag for Great. I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield. Bye-bye for now.